And you're trying to naval attack Karachi. That's not going to happen. Too many troops here. Resistance in Bihar. Why can't you see reason? Victory in the north. We've driven the perfidious British lapdogs from the continent. The time has come to win the peace for all of India by sending an envoy to Delhi's masters and demanding they end the war against us and leave our people be. Yeah, propose an armistice. I want this war to end. Peace conference. Calculating effects. Dominion of India was annexed. We got all the stuff. And we are now at peace. So we're no longer fighting the Entente. Which means, once we have expanded our dockyards, we can now get India united. And start actually building India itself up. Which is awesome. So I'm going to split you in half. Going to get a new guy. This is Pozinek. Yes. Except for one guy. We're just going to go there. Pozinek. You are going to be charged with going after Nepal. And then Fenris. I think I'm actually going to prepare an offensive against Persia here. And hopefully gobble them up before the Soviets do. So we can get a source of oil. That would be nice. Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. Yeah, Bhutan and Nepal I can get as part of the focus tree. So basically what is down here? Well, we have India united, which gives us a whole bunch of daily political power gain and also national unity, and then makes all of these available. These trees here are basically integrating the provinces that we've just conquered. Deccan States is Madurai, claims against Nepal and Burma and Siam and Tawang and Ceylon. Those are all the provinces we don't currently own and we can then get. So this is going to be expanding our strength here quite a lot. Are they in the Axis? No, they're not. They're allied to the Middle East. And I'm totally fine with going after the Middle East. Alright, so we're doing the last bit of infrastructure there, although I'm sure we're going to have to order up some more. Because we want everything to be at level 6 minimum. Going in order of how sizable those countries are. And we're especially going to need a whole bunch over here. Do that. So yeah, that's a lot of infrastructure to build. And then once we've got that, then India's going to be a really strong core area. I'm a little bit worried about putting too many troops over here though, because we don't currently have any infrastructure over there, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have you hang out here in the centre, where we're not going to be suffering attrition. Okay, so we have lots of guns, lots of artillery. As we get those focuses completed, we will be getting more manpower, so I'm not going to change my manpower laws. And we're just going to wait. Except speed 5 isn't really going to help much. Okay, do you have enough troops to be guarding my entire coastline? You're saying you need 24, you currently have 26. Marvellous! And you want a commander. Yeah, that can be arranged. It's going to need to be a field marshal. And we only actually have one field marshal. I don't really want to give you that guy though. How about we grab the highest... No, no point getting the highest guy. Kishore Daberman. Congratulations, you're being promoted. And we're going to put you in charge of this as the field marshal. Good. Right, focus. India united. 70 days. Jai Hind! The subcontinent is once again ours. Now what? No, I don't have Ceylon. Ceylon's German. And we are no longer suffering horrendous amounts of attrition. Excellent. Alright, this is good. This is good. Princely Federation looking glorious there. Russia's still struggling against... Are you still at war with Persia? No, you've made peace with them. You still have war goals against Japan, though. Qing, are you fighting anyone? You are fighting the communists. Because you are German. Of course you are. So does that mean that Japan's fighting both Qing and Republic of China? That's going to be a lot of troops there for them to overcome. But Japan's pretty big. Like, Japan's done pretty well. National unity went down 10% because I had a temporary national unity thing. Once I have the India united, I get 10% permanently. I had the temporary one, which was Traitors of the North. Reunion fever, plus 10% national unity, more recruitable population factor, etc. Bolivia has capitulated. That's very bad for Brazil. Argentina definitely looks like they're winning this one. Sorry, La Plata. Orissa. Yeah, we're going to be suffering resistance until we are able to overcome that. We need to buy in some more steel. I think that can probably be arranged. Right, do any of you guys need more training? Because that can also be arranged. Simple answer there is yes. We're not at war, so we don't need to be guarding our side. Cool, train up. At the moment, that's just because we've had them the longest. I kind of wonder who has the most population. 36.4 million, 13 million, 20 million, 35 million, 2 million. Right, definitely not Burma. This side, 12, 12, 4. Oh yeah, it's definitely the Bharatian side. So yeah, just for that I need to get them first. So that is the Socialist India's Officers Corps. Then the question of industry. May gain cores in West Bengal, East Bengal and Bihar. In Assam and Manipur. Orissa, Vizna, Prathram and Jalapur. New India Act, which increases factory output and efficiency cap and recruitable population factor. Even more base national unity. Oh, another research slot. Sweet. Deccan States, that's Madras. Goa, steal them from Portugal. Going after Nepal, going after Burma. Going after Siam. Oh, the Burmese district's in Siam. It's not actually going after Siam. That's going after Bhutan. Alright, so there are a couple of things that we could do here. I've built loads of shipyards, so I need to actually start building some ships, I think. Because we're getting a good number of convoys. I think once we have the advanced artillery, I'm going to start researching better ships and then start getting those free to Tibet. I will go after Tibet eventually, yes. There can be a three-way war. It does usually break out. I think I just got there a little earlier than usual. Very often there is a Dominion of India versus Princely Federation versus Bharatini Commune. I've seen that in basically every game I've ever played, except for this one. Alright, advanced artillery is done. And hey, Crypt. I didn't realise it was you calling for the freedom of Tibet. I'll see what I can do. Okay, so we're ahead of time with the artillery, so we're not going to do that. We are going to go for the ships. So, do we want to start getting the cheapy, crappy cruisers, or do we want to start going for the better battleships? I mean, I'm not going to start building them until we have battleships 3. So we may as well start battleships 2. Battleships take the longest, so we may as well get them built. Also, we can improve our artillery. Excellent. That's the second South African Civil War over. Are there any upgrades to artillery? Modern artillery focus. Oh, another peace conference. No, that was just you winning that war. Fine. That's not what I was looking at. We've already got the artillery ones. So the next one will be psychology, I think. I don't really need the recruitable population, I don't think, because we're going to have a massive population. So once we've caught everything, we're going to have an absolutely enormous population again. Static defense, division attrition, division attack. No, I think we are going to go with the supply, consumption, and division organization, because our units are going to have some serious supply issues, because they are freaking enormous. You lot are still training. Take Manchuria if I have the balls. Eventually. Yeah, India is a lot friendlier in this version. Man, India sucks in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 now. Especially as the UK. Now this is an issue I have with India in vanilla, and this came massively to a fore in the War of the Titans game. India has some absolutely ridiculous, absolutely massive penalties associated with it. One of the biggest being that they cannot change their recruitment policy, and their recruitment policy is volunteer only, while they're a puppet. There is a focus quite far down the British focus tree to give them independence, so you can overcome that. But India has several national spirits which reduces their recruitable population even further, so you can get maybe 5 divisions out of them. Maximum. It's pathetic. But that restriction only counts while they're under British control. So if anyone else in the world takes over India, then you get their hundreds of millions of population and you have no restrictions on using them, because it's the national spirits tied to the country itself or tied to Britain which imposes those restrictions. So once, for example, Bussy had taken India from me, then he had unrestricted ability to use Indian manpower and stuff with no restrictions. It's ridiculous. I hate it. Use my army experience for what? I don't have any tanks, so I can't use any variants. I already have my unit templates how I want them. There's nothing to spend it on. Yes, I could research tanks, but I have more important things to be researching right now. I really wish I could get you up to speed 5, but it just makes no difference for speed. So, how's the war going on over here? I would say the Union States seems to be winning. Pacific States are holding their own, but actually fighting in the Rockies is hard. And you're still taking over Mexico slowly but surely, so that's good. You've just lost the central bit. Yeah, that's fine. You should be able to take out Guinea and other stuff easily enough. Who's fighting Morocco? Bulgaria has landed. Germany controls a bit of it. German Socialist Republic controls a bit of it. That being... Where is the German Socialist Republic? They don't exist. There's the Rhenish Socialist Republic, the Bavarian Union, Czech Republic, Prussian Republic, and the North German Union. Ireland has capitulated. Against whom? Commune of France. Oh, I didn't even realise you were at war with Ireland. They probably joined the Entente. That was probably a mistake for them. Mongolian people. Oh, of course, the Soviets are at war with the Chinese, as are the Japanese. Interesting. How are you doing, Cheng? You've got a mere 200 divisions. And the Republic of China has another 100. It's ridiculous. Wow, I'm very short on steel. Oh, Union State's not exporting anymore. I'm definitely not buying from Russia. Guess I could start buying it from Madras. Because it seems like I can just annex them anyway, my worries about their autonomy doesn't seem to have been an issue. Oh, I don't want to buy it from the Soviets. Guess I'm forced to buy it from the Rhenish and the Austrians. Alright, so here's steel. This is the age-old problem. There's not enough steel in the world. Alright, India United's almost done. There it is. A victory of the Princely Union. Since the end of the Welsh Creek, the Indian subcontinent has been split into 3 states. The loyalist remnants of the British Raj, the socialists of the Indian National Congress, and the reactionary Indian princes who rejected both sides. With the dust finally having settled, the reactionaries have proven triumphant, and Osman Ali Khan now rules unopposed over the region as a new and independent monarch, setting up his nation to become a preeminent world power once it recovers from the devastation of civil war. The rule of the princes shall never end. Oh yeah! Alright, so we want to go after these guys. Socialist India Officer Corps, it's another 70 days. The first order of business is dealing with the officers of the defeated Bharatian commune. Do we give these socialists a place in our nation or retire them before they can make further trouble? Speaking of further trouble, we can actually get another minister. And there's the artillery manufactory. Oh no, that's Toad. Yeah, that is Toad stuff. So we're missing out on soft attack because that is a design company. Damn it! This is why I really dislike the design company. I would quite happily research the thing in order to get another 10% soft attack on artillery and 5% breakthrough, especially the breakthrough. Oh man. I wish I'd noticed that. Doesn't seem to be possible though. And then the other one would be naval, except there's no capital ship things. Indirect approach, no, 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 and no. Basically, it means just re-research something. So even though I already have advanced artillery, I want to re-research advanced artillery, but with the gun carriage factory Jabalpur bonuses tied in. I mean, that might be possible with the upcoming expansion, where you can choose to obsolete things, but that's already kind of done, and not for this type of equipment. I'm going to get it anyway. And then the next thing that I'm very much thinking of doing is just justifying a war against Persia. Just so I have something to do, although... Are these dependent on peace? I would assume not. No. I can do them whenever. Alright, cool. So, with that in mind, I need to make sure that the construction of the transport over on the left side of the country is being done first. So you are not a priority. You are not a priority either. Neither are you. Neither are you. Oh. Maybe you were. You were. Right, you're not a priority, you're not a priority, you're not a priority. Neither are you, nor you. You two definitely are. You absolutely 100% are. Probably more than the most. Alright. Shouldn't I go for rocket artillery anyway for the steel reduction? It's not a bad idea. I could actually double up. I could have both. There's infantry equipment 3. Excellent. Could go for mechanized. Could go for these. Those are 43 tax. Could also go for more encryption, decryption. How are we doing for support equipment? 1.9 thousand. Can I add field hospitals to you yet? Yes, yes, I can. Alright, so that's going to mean that you're losing less stuff. And we can afford that one too. Cool. And cavalry? So you're losing less experience is the point here. What are we lacking? Manpower. Of course we are. Buy steel from you, and from you. There we are, surplus once again. Huzzah! And did we get all of the...
Excavation we did not. So we could get more excavation. We could also change our export laws. Although we're already on limited. Are you done training? Some of you are. Off you go. Okay, yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be going after Persia. So we may as well start justifying a war goal because it takes a long time. I think that's going to be a Pozniak army thing. Especially as you are a mountaineer. That was a terrible order. Go for this. Oh, you're on Nepal at the moment, aren't you? Yeah, I don't want you over there anymore. Cool, off you go. I don't think you're going to need cavalry, so we're just going to assign a couple more troops over to you so that you're at maximum capacity. There we are. Marvellous! Training still ongoing. Excellent. A whole bunch of efficiencies are having to be redone, but that's fine. Yeah. I'm disappointed that you can't do variants of like base equipment. It's only tanks and SPGs, and actually that's one of the main reasons to build self-propelled artillery is because of the variants, which means that they can actually outperform against regular artillery. But you need the industry to do that. Alright, infrastructure construction's going pretty quickly. I'm pleased with that. And we're getting into position over here. Now, are we suffering problems? We're not. And when is our CB done? 10th of March 43. We have a long time to go. Okay, not a problem. Infrastructure's getting done. Efficiencies will be improving. And we will have absolutely enormous stockpiles of everything. Which is lovely. And we are once again short on resources. Damn it. I don't want to buy from the Russians. Don't make me buy from the Russians. Need to give Paradox more money. Yeah, it sometimes feels that way. They do have a really good catalogue of great games, though. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with Stellaris. I mean, I was a bit disappointed when I first started playing Stellaris, honestly, but then Utopia just completely blew my expectations away. So I'm excited to see where they go with that. I'm a little bit concerned about the direction in Hearts of Iron. I was honestly expecting more from their expansions. Together for Victory was decent for a first one, but Death or Dishonor or whatever it's called, I'm not sure about that. Not sure. Stealing troops away to give it to the filthy Pozniaks. You two have a great little competition going on there. I love it. It's brilliant. I mean, honestly, I could just be building more troops, but for that I need more manpower. And now that I'm using tier 3 weaponry, actually, like, your strength should be ridiculous. 800 defense, 150 breakthrough. Rocket artillery has better breakthrough, does it not? Maybe I should be adding some more rocket artillery. Well, I need to research it first. But that can be done. We're not too far away from finishing off all of these either. They're hotfixing the Adam update already.
Good. Your teeth hurt. I dread to ask why. Ooh, getting lots of those. Yeah, I really want to start building ships. But these are still too early to really be worthwhile. I want tier 3 battleships minimum. Well, I can't get tier 4s yet. 3 months until war. Yeah. It's the war song. Prussian Republic is now selling me less stuff. However, Hungary is willing to make up the... Oh, no, they're not. Yes, they are. I wonder if we're actually exporting anything. We are exporting oil. We're not exporting aluminium because we don't really produce it. We're exporting a little bit of rubber. No chromium because there's always a load of chromium around. We're exporting all the steel and a tiny bit of tungsten. So we could just close up our trade completely. Go from limited to closed. We would lose the 5% factory, dockyard, construction output and the 1% research time. But honestly, those aren't massive bonuses. And how many factories would we regain? 4? Sultanate of Egypt has capitulated. That's not good because, well, actually, would it matter? This is against the Soviet... Oh, crap. No, that's really not good. Because the Soviets have just taken Persia. The socialists are so strong in this game. Okay, in that case, I guess I should go after Afghanistan instead. No, it's only 30 days. Alright, you need different orders, guys. Come on. How long am I going to be streaming for? Probably another hour and a half. There are definitely some major bugs going on in the background, though. Going by all the slowdowns. I mean, this is very similar to the problems we were having in the Brazil game, where it just got unplayably slow. Oh, come on. Still got the spinning wheel of death. You see that in the preview, in the stream? Probably. There we go. Oh no, it's happening again. Can I form India? I'm not sure. I was kind of wondering that. I don't think it's one of the focus options. I was looking through them. So I think the Princely Federation's as good as it's going to get. Yeah, I basically am India. I'm the Princely Federation of India. Alright, the game is having a really big think about something. Oh, we're back. Right, Afghanistan's what I was trying to do. Cancel that order. You've already got full orders. No, not Mark Leak. I don't know how many troops Afghanistan has. Sufficient to cause me problems. Here we go. Socialist India's Officer Corps. The syndicalist threat to our subcontinent has been crushed under the caterpillar tracks of our armoured vehicles. No it hasn't. We have no armoured vehicles. However, some of the commanders who once owed their loyalty to the Calcutta government are willing to give up their political perversions in order to serve Mother India once more. The issue is a dangerous one, given the unforgiving hatred once shared between our two states. Many loyal officers deeply resent serving with their former enemies. Let the least political tainted officers have commission. Cause will be gained on Bharatiya commune states more quickly, or cause will be gained more slowly. These men are beyond redemption. Lock them away forever. I want the cause, and I can afford the political power, and I don't really care about the change of popularity for syndicalists. We'll let them. What is my setup as a PC? GeForce 780. Should be the only pertinent thing. My CPU is more than good enough. It's just all the stuff in the background. I mean, Hearts of Iron usually runs just fine. I had this problem before with an early version of Kaiserreich. It's because of all the events in the background. They're just cluttering the CPU. We had a similar problem developing Prophecy of Pendor. It's because all of the CPU computations are happening on a single tick. So like when it hits 2400 or midnight, there's a pause there. Well, it's pausing here because of an autosave, but usually there's a pause at midnight because that's a tick, and that's when a lot of the background computation's being done. And then every hour there are some also, which is why some hours move more quickly than others. And then all of the stuff which is... So... We went down. I wasn't expecting us to actually go down. 78. Damn, that's annoying. So every time it's computing something at one of those ticks is what's bogging the game down. Then there are some events which just continually fire and fire and fire and fire, or even though they should have ended. And that's what's causing the lag. Basically, the number of these events that it's checking for and making calculations on happen more and more frequently as more events are unlocked and don't have an end set.